Hello, everybody. Welcome to my humble abode. My name is Peter Andrew Wright. I am one of 11 children. I am the seventh boy of 8, and I'm the 8th child. So I have one older sister and 2 younger sisters, one younger brother, and 6 older brothers. There's a lot of us. I was born and raised in the St. Louis area, specifically Lemay, Missouri, or as the fancy folk like to call it, Lemay. That's what I say to people who I'm trying to impress, I guess. I'm from Lemay. I am currently in the Masters of Divinity program at UGST. That may change or may not change. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't decided exactly where I want to go with that or what I'm trying to pursue with my ministry or my calling in my life. So for right now, I'm Master of Divinity. It looks like I'm probably going to stay that way. So ministries right now that I'm currently involved in, I attend Apostolic Pentecostal Church under the leadership of my pastor, Brother Stephen Williford. I've been there my whole life. I've grown up there. All my family has been through there. Some still go there. Some have left church, and some have just went to other churches. And there I'm involved mainly in the youth leadership team. We're called the Grid, and we're the ones who oversee the majority of the things. Sorry, I just hiccuped. Majority of the events. I personally am in charge of what's called Point from Our Peers, and that means I get students to come in and speak for 5 to 7 minutes. Unless you're a guy that we have named Alex Trask, he always goes for like 15. And I kind of help them and give them pointers and give them tips as to what they could say or direction about their content or what they're feeling in prayer, things like that. So I help train up those young speakers. Not really saying that I do a whole lot in that area, but I do try to do my best. Other than that, I am involved in music, a little bit of musicianship, and mostly I'll do praise singing or things like that. And I myself, I do teach or preach, whatever the difference is there from time to time in different events at my church. And that will pretty much, I think, sum up what I'm doing right now. What I plan to do is I do feel very pastoral. Excuse me. Sorry, I have a cold or something. I do feel very pastoral, and I'm not sure if that means being a pastor one day in the future as a pastor, head pastor of a church, or maybe simply a pastoral position, maybe overseas, or starting a church, planting a church. I'm not sure. That's what I feel right now, and that's why I'm doing the Master's of Divinity. I feel like that is helping me reach my goals and callings of ministry. So my favorite book of the New Testament, besides the Gospels, because I really do enjoy reading about the life of Jesus, I would have to say Colossians, specifically Colossians chapter 2, because that chapter had the most effect on me growing up. And if you want the fuller story, you can maybe ask me later. But in Colossians chapter 2, it talks about Jesus being the fullness of the Godhead embodied, and then Paul goes on this discourse of how Jesus wiped away the lists of wrongs that were against us, and he nailed them to his cross, moved them out of the way, and had forgiven us. And I struggled a lot when I was younger with condemnation and things like that. And so Colossians, specifically that chapter, really helped me to move past that and trust in Christ and trust in his work is what he's done for us, and it's enough. Something interesting about myself that most people probably don't know. I always go with I'm one of 11 children, but I feel like I say that enough. Most people might know that, so I'm not entirely sure that that's an interesting fact. One interesting fact, I guess, that I'll share is that if you go to my high school, which I went to Hancock High School in Lemay, and I was playing baseball my senior year, and we ended up winning a lot. We won our division. We even won our district. We went to regions, and our center fielder made some errors, and we lost, but that's neither here nor there. But if you go into my high school in our gymnasium, you can look up and you see a banner with all my teammates' names on it, and I just so happened to be there. So that was a proud moment in my life. Well, that's who I am in 4 minutes and 50 seconds almost. I hope this fulfills all the requirements, and I hope to get to know many of you more. Thank you for watching.